Hey everybody, it's Christine. Today I am up with Bella Boulevard and I am going to do something a little different that you don't see me do a lot of, and that is a 2-page layout. So being in the fun season of March Madness, I thought it would be fun to do a basketball themed layout. And when I was looking through the basketball collection from Bella Boulevard, I noticed that these two papers, if you put them together, would really look like a basketball court. And so I wanted to run with that. And you know, I used to do a lot of 2-page layouts and have gotten away from doing so many of them. But this was a nice change of pace. You may be seeing more of me doing these. I mean, obviously you get a lot more pictures on there, and it's just a different approach to the storytelling. It's really a different approach to the creative process as well, because you have to think about the whole big palette in front of you. Now, I am kind of starting to place my pictures, but what I'm really putting on first is this word hoop. And I am going to use that within my title. I'm not going to leave it completely on there alone. I originally cut out hoops, but again, it was a 2-page layout and I couldn't find a way with the look of it being a basketball court to balance it with 5 letters. So I decided to just go with hoop and build my title slightly different than my plan. And all this is a cut file in a simple font. I just cut out the outline and then I backed it with some orange basketball paper from the collection. And I cut them apart so I could place them where I wanted them on the layout. You can also see that I am popping them up using some crafty foam tape from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, and that I'm putting it smack dab in the center. So it's going to be split when I pull the 2 pages apart, but you can't tell at the moment. But it's definitely packs a punch and a good focal point right in the middle. Now, I'm going to work in a whole bunch of pictures into this layout, but these 4 that I have right here are going to start off as my main ones, and then I'm going to build out from there. So you can see I'm placing them at the top left of the title and the bottom right of the title, building outward from the title. And you can see I also have one tucked into my title there inside of hoop. So I actually have 5 pictures. But all I did for that one is just put it in there as I was backing it with the patterned paper and tucked it in. It didn't have any real, nothing was going on with his body. He wasn't shooting or anything there. And so I thought I'll just put a picture of his head in that one. So these pictures are all of my son from his 8th grade year playing basketball, and it's just a collaboration. I had a lot of miscellaneous pictures from that year, which pretty much made it perfect to either do 10 layouts or do one big collaboration layout from his 8th grade year. Perfect for a 2-page layout, right? So obviously I opted for that route, and I'm really happy with how it turned out in the end, and I think you'll agree with me, it's got a really nice basketball feel to it. Now the next thing I'm doing is adding on some borders. These come from the cut apart border page, and I had 2 sheets of it, so I was able to use the border on both sides. And that can be kind of a trickier part of 2-page layouts if you want 2 of something and you don't have it. That said, if you get the whole collection, a lot of times it comes with 2 of each page, and so that worked out great for me. Now I'm also going to add this basketball acrylic word on, and I'm just going to use some adhesive dots from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L to attach that and be building my title up a little bit. And I'm going to really get my title completely on there before I go any further, before I add more pictures, before I add more embellishments, because I want to get that focal point done and solidified. Not really sure why. I don't usually start with the title, but it is usually second to building a background. So what I did actually is I'm going to pull out these patterned stickers that come from an older collection from Bella Boulevard. Not super old, but not one of the ones that's been released in the last year, I don't think. I think this is the Oh My Stars collection, but I'll link you up down below so that you know for sure. And it is, I didn't have the whole collection, I just had this sticker sheet. So it's black and white with a little bit of pattern on it. And what I'm adding onto here is the word, not the word, but the year 2018 above basketball. And then I'm adding it up underneath hoop. So it says hoop it up. And then you can see right now they're kind of blending into the background. Watch what a difference it makes to outline with a black pen here. Huge, huge, huge difference. You can see it just with that too. A minute ago, you couldn't really tell what I had put on there. But by just taking a black pen and going slowly around it and outlining things, it makes a tremendous difference to the eye. Partially because we've got the pretty busy background with the court, partially because it is a patterned letter sticker. So that makes it a little harder to read unless you've got it up against a really striking difference, a good contrast. So if I had it like on black paper, it would really pop. But this is an easy way to take something, if it's not popping really well, just outline it, and that makes a huge difference. And outline early so that if you mess up your outlining at all, you can cover it up with embellishments. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is add on the rest of my pictures, which will bring me to 9 pictures on this layout. And these are a couple more. They are a little bit smaller. These ones I actually printed all onto one sheet. So I put them into a pic collage on an app and got all 4 of them on that collage and then printed one 4x6 picture so that they would, I didn't want them to be huge and I didn't want to waste paper, and so this was a good way to do that. Now, I have played around with several different embellishing approaches. What I ended up deciding is to go with more words. So I'm going to pull out the ephemera pack and I'm going to add some words on there. And so you can see I added that swish up there, I added foul, I'm going to add jump shot, and all of those help move that eye around the layout, especially I think because adding words makes you read around the layout. I was surprised. I had some other ideas, but when I put the words on there, it really, really worked. So I went for that route. Now I also have this really nice pennant. We have lots of felt pennants with Bella Blvd, and so I actually haven't used any of them as of yet, so I was really excited to be able to add this one onto my layout. And then what I'm going to do next is just build some clusters around those words. So again, something you see me do all the time, I'm going to create a visual triangle from that top swish to the bottom jump shot to the top foul, and move the eye around the layout that way. Being a sports-themed layout, of course, you can't go wrong with stars. So I punched out a big star in the net paper, and then I punched out some little stars, and I also used some little stars from the ephemera pack to just create some star clusters around things. I love that sometimes you just need a simple shape. You don't need like 10 different basketball hoops or 10 different basketballs or anything fancy. Just a simple star with a pop of color can really add some nice detail, and that is why I have multiple star punches and a bajillion star electronic cutting files and all that stuff, because I just use stars all the time. One of the things I think I like about them is they add some clear, distinct edges as well. So I'm going to do a little more outlining just to make a few more things pop off the page some more. And that will wrap up my embellishing, aside from just adding on a little bit of mist splatters, some Nuvo drops, which give the look of enamel dots. And that's basically it. So there you have it. 2-page layout. Happy March Madness time. Hope your team does well in the tournament. We've got our whole family has brackets filled out, so it'll be fun to see who's actually going to win the bracket contest this year. And we will see you again next time. Let me know if you like the 2-page layout, if you'd like to see more of these videos, because I certainly want to do things that you guys want to see more of. So we will see you again next time, and thanks for stopping by today.